tried to speak English and suddenly felt stuck on a simple word, even though you've heard it many times before? One word that confuses many learners is keep.
You hear phrases like keep going, keep in touch, keep it simple, keep trying, and you start wondering, what does keep actually mean? And more importantly, how do I use it naturally?
That confusion can make you hesitate, pause, or even avoid speaking altogether. And when that happens, your confidence drops, even though your English is actually better than you think.
That's such a common experience. Many learners understand keep in one situation, but when they hear it in a different context, it feels completely new. It's like learning the same word again and again.
Exactly. So today, we're going to fix that. In this conversation, you'll learn how to use keep in real-life situations, naturally, confidently, and without overthinking. I'm Anna.
And I'm Leo. We'll show you how native speakers actually use this word in everyday conversations. You'll hear useful phrases, clear examples, and you'll even practice understanding different meanings of keep. If you enjoy learning English through natural conversations like this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the English Talk channel. It really helps us continue creating content for you. All right, let's jump right into today's conversation.
Hey, Leo, I was thinking about something interesting this morning. I realized that I hear the word keep almost every day, but I never really paid attention to how often people use it.
That's true. It's one of those small words that appears everywhere. Once you notice it, you start hearing it all the time.
Exactly. Like earlier today, I told myself, I need to keep working on my English. And then later, I told a friend, let's keep in touch. Same word, but different meaning.
Right, and that's what makes it tricky for learners. Keep doesn't just have one meaning. It changes depending on the situation.
So let's start simple. When I said, I need to keep working, what does keep mean there?
In that sentence, keep means to continue doing something. So keep working means don't stop, continue working.
That makes sense. So if I say keep practicing, it means continue practicing, right?
Exactly, and that's one of the most common uses of keep.
Let me try another one. If someone says keep going, what does that mean?
It means don't stop, continue what you're doing. You might hear that when someone is encouraging you.
Like at the gym or when studying.
Exactly, or even in daily life when things feel difficult.
Okay, but here's where I get confused. What about keep something? Like, you can keep this book.
Good question. In that case, keep means to not give something back, to continue having it.
So if I borrow your pen and you say you can keep it, it means I don't need to return it.
Right, it becomes yours.
Interesting. So keep can mean continue doing something or continue having something.
Exactly. Same word, different situations.
Let's try another one. I often hear people say, keep it simple. What does that mean?
That's a great phrase. Keep it simple means don't make things complicated. So if I'm explaining something and you say, keep it simple, you want me to make it easy to understand.
Exactly. Short, clear, and easy. All right, let me try something. If I say, I want to keep learning English every day, that sounds natural, right?
Yes, that sounds perfect. You're using keep to mean continue.
Okay, good. Sometimes I worry I'm using it incorrectly.
That's normal. But honestly, keep plus verb ing at the end is one of the safest patterns to use.
Wait, can you repeat that slowly?
Of course, keep plus a verb with ing at the end. For example, keep going, keep trying, keep learning.
Ah, got it. So not keep go, but keep going.
Exactly. That's an important detail.
That helps a lot. Now I feel more confident using it.
Good. Let's build on that.
I also hear people say, keep in touch. What does that mean exactly?
Keep in touch means to stay in contact with someone.
So, if we meet someone new, we might say, let's keep in touch.
Right. It's a friendly way to say, let's talk again in the future.
That's useful. I think learners can use that in many situations.
Absolutely. It's very natural.
What about keep an eye on something? I've heard that too.
That's a great expression. It means to watch or monitor something carefully.
So if I say, can you keep an eye on my bag? It means watch it for me.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern. Keep is often about continuing, either an action or a situation.
That's a very good observation.
Let's try a real-life situation. Imagine I'm feeling tired, but I still need to finish my work. I might say, I need to keep going.
Perfect. That sounds very natural.
And if I'm learning English and I feel frustrated, I can say, I'll keep trying.
Exactly. That's a great mindset.
Sometimes I also hear people say, keep calm. That's a famous phrase.
Yes, it means stay calm. Don't become stressed or emotional.
So, keep can also mean stay in a certain state?
Yes, that's another important use. Keep calm, keep quiet, keep safe.
Oh, that's very useful. Let me try to use it. Please keep quiet during the meeting.
That sounds perfect.
And keep safe means stay safe.
Exactly.
Wow, this word is more flexible than I thought.
It really is. That's why it's so important to practice it in context.
You know, this reminds me of something we talked about in another lesson, how simple words can have many meanings depending on the situation.
That's right. And when learners understand that, they stop trying to translate everything directly.
Yes, instead of thinking about translation, they start thinking about meaning in context.
Exactly.
Let's do one more example. If someone says, keep your phone on, what does that mean?
It means don't turn it off, leave it on.
And keep the door open?
Don't close it.
So again, keep means continue in that state.
Yes, you're getting it.
This is actually easier than I expected once you break it down.
That's usually the case. When you see patterns, everything becomes clearer.
Let me try a longer sentence. I want to keep improving my English, so I practice every day.
That sounds excellent. Very natural and clear.
And if I want to encourage someone, I can say, keep going, you're doing great.
That's perfect encouragement.
I like that. It feels supportive.
Yes, keep is often used in positive, motivating phrases.
That's interesting. So it's not just grammar, it's also emotional communication.
Exactly. It helps you sound more natural and supportive.
I think learners will really benefit from this.
Definitely, especially because it appears in so many daily conversations.
You know what I realized? Before this conversation, I understood keep, but I didn't feel confident using it.
And now?
Now, I feel much more comfortable. I can use it in different ways without overthinking.
That's exactly the goal.
And that brings us to the end of today's conversation.
Today, you didn't just learn the word keep, you learned how to use it naturally in real-life situations.
Remember, you don't need to memorize everything at once. Just start using a few simple phrases. Keep going, keep trying, keep it simple, keep in touch.
The more you use these in your daily life, the more natural they will feel.
And most importantly, don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's part of the process.
Exactly. Just keep practicing, and you'll improve faster than you think.
If you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the English Talk channel.
Your support helps us create more conversations like this for you.
Thank you for practicing with us today.
Keep learning, keep speaking, and we'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye for now.
Take care.